You may have heard of the young legend named Iman Gadzi. In this video, I'm uncovering 5 secrets that I learned from Iman himself and things that you should be implementing in your day-to-day life. If you're like most people in the world, you want to make money online. Iman Gadzi has been attracting millions of followers on his YouTube and Instagram account, but many people don't know that I used to be friends with him. Well, not really buddies, but we've gone on calls before and we chatted on the Instagram DMs before. I've learned a thing or two about what he's all about. I've also did a ton of research before this video, and I want to share with you the top 5 secrets that I learned from him. So let this video save you hundreds of hours of watching his videos, and I'll break it down for you guys in under 15 minutes. Let's go. Now, first off, I'm a huge Iman Gadzi fan. Great dude, he hustles hard, makes good money, and I respect that. I'm not gonna come on here and give him hate, expose him, or anything like that. Even myself, I've been on the journey of making money online and I've been doing pretty well. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Sam Jacobs and I've made close to $6 million in revenue online by the age of 21 years old. Back in 2017, when I was getting things going, me and Iman were really up on the ranks with social media. He's been going really hard with content recently, and that's something that's super inspirational, and he really modeled off someone like Top G and exploded his social media. Now seeing a young guy go from literally nothing, using his mom as inspiration, and just looking to be a 1% man, there's a lot to learn from someone like that. So let's break it down in 5 steps. The first thing that I learned from Iman is that you don't need to enjoy what you're doing. If you're like most of society, we love to do things that we enjoy. Scrolling on TikTok for hours, going out with our friends and family. But when it comes to actually making money and being successful, when things start to get hard and we don't enjoy it, we tend to try to quit. Discipline is the key to get through all of that, and discipline is the key to getting what you want in life. Sometimes you just have to do things you're not so comfortable with in the beginning. And many times what you'll see is the things that you're not so comfortable with will end up getting easier over time and get more enjoyable. The end goal for most people is obviously to be financially free and not have to worry about the hard things and the small things. But we have to realize that sometimes we're gonna have to do the uncomfortable things to get to that level. The second thing that I learned from Iman is put in the hard work. Making $10,000 a month isn't easy, but it's simple. I guarantee you, if you put your head down for 36 months and start a business and go hard with it, you're gonna see results no matter what. I personally have a 6-month rule that any business I start or I want to get into, I have to put 6 months of hard work, even if it's not working. Iman's very big into his deep focus work. He would sit down and literally do all the work needed for 5 hours straight without any distraction until there's nothing left for him to do and all his teams are going out there and implementing all the smaller tasks. Something that I realized when I was on the phone call with him is that he had his full focus on the conversation in hand. He didn't have his phone open. He had the lights dimmed and focused on me. It was almost as if he had me as a main priority. Even though I'm sure he has so many important things to do, he focused on the task in hand. So many times we get distracted and we forget to put in the work. The work is actually the thing that will get us results. We have to remember that. The third thing that I learned from Iman is to start early. Iman started his first business at the age of 14 years old. And at the age of 17, he already had people working for him, which he dropped out to school for. And by the age of 17, he already had workers that were dropping out of school to work for him. I personally started my business when I was just 16 years old, and I used to sell those candies in the lockers like most of you guys. Starting young gives you the advantage that most people don't have. Most people, when they try to start when they're 25, 30, 35, it's much harder. You have more responsibility, more bills, and the older you get, the harder it is because you have less motivation and energy. When you're young, you have the energy and the motivation to just go hard. You have nothing to lose. So start now. If you've been thinking about starting a business, if you've been thinking about getting back into business, if you've been thinking about your future, now is the time to go even harder. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. I'm not saying to drop everything, to drop out of school, to drop your job. I'm saying just start. Keep pushing. Number 4, document the journey. When me and Iman started social media together, we were both very young and both didn't have a lot of results. I used to remember Iman posting all his results, and back then it's not nearly what it is today. We used to both post stories every single day on how our day is going, how our business is doing. I even remember posting my first sale online. I made $39 from it. I was super excited. Documenting the journey will show you progress. And when you see progress, it motivates you to go even harder, especially with Instagram and social media, or just taking pictures and screenshots of where you're at right now. It can really help you get to the next level. Looking back and seeing how much you've grown. You can even write it down in a notebook and write down your goals. Like seriously guys, start documenting your journey, okay? Take a notebook. I got a notebook. I write down all my goals, all my dreams, and it's crazy to look back. I look at some of my notebooks and I'm like, wow, my life has changed so much, and it just motivates me to think, where am I gonna be in 5 years from now? And lastly, number 5, focus on a cash flow business that is low startup. A lot of people try to get into businesses that are very impractical to them. The most important thing is that when you find a business you wanna get involved with and you wanna start, make sure that you look at the entire business in a whole. How much risk is there in this business? How much reward is there in the business? I personally sell products online. And for me, I had to make the decision, do I wanna sell on Amazon? Do I wanna sell on my own website, which is Shopify? And the reason why I went for Shopify is because of the low startup cost. With Shopify, you never have to touch your product whatsoever. And testing products on Shopify is actually super cheap. With Amazon, many times you have to buy in bulk, and many times you could get stuck with the product without selling. Try to find businesses that you can take the money and keep reinvesting it. That is a very bad thing, and a lot of people get into debt and they just keep getting into more debt, and it's not something you want to do. Focus on cash flow businesses. There's multiple businesses that you can start in this recession and in 2023. A few of my favorite ones are obviously e-commerce, selling products online, digital or physical e-commerce, it doesn't really matter. Sales is a really good business. Anything in sales, it will improve your confidence and teach you how to be a better marketer. Social media management is a great business as well, and it's something that you can do after you learn e-commerce, because once you know how to run ads correctly, social media is a very similar niche. If you know how to leverage the power of social media, you can literally make a ton of money, whether it's for your personal brand or for any business. At one point, there were people offering me over $10,000 a month for me to run their social media. For example, there was a company that sells rings and watches, and we were in talks for a deal that would have made me over $10,000 a month. For me right now, I'm so busy, so I don't even know if I would consider that. But I guarantee you right now, if you learn how to do social media, you can start going to any businesses out there and have them pay you $500, $1,000 a month for you to come in, take videos, and blow them up on social media. That's the coolest thing that I love about e-commerce, because e-commerce taught me how to blow up on social media, how to run ads for myself and businesses. I was able to go ahead and do these things for other businesses and not just my e-commerce stores. So to recap, here are the 5 things I learned from Iman. Number 1, you don't need to enjoy what you're doing. Number 2, put in the hard work. Number 3, start early. Number 4, document the journey. And number 5, focus on a cash flow business that does not have a lot of startup costs. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a ton. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button if you enjoyed this video. And of course, comment down your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions and to have a discussion on these 5 things. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.